Aries, welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and jump straight into your reading. If you're new here, welcome. Hopefully you decide to stick around. If you do want a personal reading with me, that information will be in the description box. Okay, thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. And Aries, let's get straight into it. So going into the situation at hand, the cards that we have the Five of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. So Aries, you guys are in a state of reflection. You're reflecting not just on emotional situations connected to the past, but also reflecting on just certain decisions, opportunities maybe you wanted to pursue but maybe forgotten to stay consistent in, or just overall making sense or trying to make sense of certain opportunities in particular that in the past you may have felt like if you had the knowledge that you have now, maybe you would have handled it differently. Okay, you could even be in a space to where you recognize that either just overall you exist too much in the past in terms of what has happened, and realizing how you really want to shed that version of self, especially with the Ten of Swords. A lot of you are ready to let go of a version of you that is connected to your past. You want to let go of that ex situation. Okay, you want to let go of that version of who you were 3 years ago, 2 years ago. There's also a lot of repositioning that's happening with the Two of Pentacles. It's as if Aries, you guys are trying to put the pieces together, get to a place of balance, especially when it comes to finances and personal emotions. You could have multiple streams of income that you're trying to balance, okay, or trying to create another stream of income and wondering like how exactly are you going to be able to do both. But for a lot of you, you're no longer wanting to wait for like the opportunity to present itself, for a business to grow or something like that, or for you to meet the love of your life, for instance. It's like you no longer want to sit in this energy of waiting for things to come to you. And a lot of you are going to be making sacrifices too to create this balance in your life that you've been desiring, wanting. Okay, Aries, so now let's get into the challenges. What's the energy around my Aries as far as challenges are concerned? So we have the King of Pentacles. So this could be finances. This could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo individual. Okay, I also have the Page of Cups and the Three of Wands. So what could be the challenge here? Like I said, this could be finances. This could be managing certain financial responsibilities. This could even be trust issues just as a whole if it's not finances. It could be trust issues. It could be time management. When it comes to your physical health, if you do notice that there's certain health issues that need your attention, that's something that's showing up here as well. I'm also seeing the challenge here could be you wanting a partner who's of a certain level of maturity and a certain level of stability. You could be tired of running into partners who don't really have much to offer or want to offer much emotionally, or it could be more so like a character issue. Like you've run into a lot of people who may still need to grow up in terms of their perception of love, or how to love, or how to be loved. Okay, for a lot of you, you could have a lot of creative ideas as well that's running rampant that you guys need to find an outlet for. And the challenge could be like making time for your inner child or your creative self, or you guys have maybe put that off for some time now. And it's like getting back into the flow of things that's difficult for you. Also with the Three of Wands, the challenge could be looking at the long term. Some of you guys could be so caught up in what's going on in this current moment that sometimes you could lose sight that this is not a forever energy that you're in. Nothing is forever. So if you're going through any rough times emotionally or physically, a lot of you, the challenge could be seeing better times ahead or keeping the bigger picture in mind when that's essential. Okay, so let's keep going. So let's look at the advice for you. What is the advice for Aries? What is the advice for Aries? So we have the Chariot. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. And we also have the Ace of Pentacles. Nice. So the advice here, Aries, is to focus on what's ahead. Notice that this Chariot is literally moving forward, not looking back. All right, and we got that star energy here. Okay, so this person, this is understanding too that you guys are connected with your spiritual team on so many different levels, even in moments where you feel like your spiritual team is not looking out for you or isn't present. They are Aries, and the advice is to prioritize your connection with spirit during this time frame. Also, this is looking forward, not looking backward, not trying to make sense of things or issues that have happened already, that have long gone or is long gone out of your existence. And forgiving yourself, giving yourself this clean slate essentially, or understanding that at this present moment you can give yourself a clean slate. Also, Spirit is saying stay away from people who are drama filled, stay away from people who are draining, stay away from people who just want to cause issues or who throw you off creatively. Okay, Spirit is saying also be practical in your endeavors during this time frame. How can you be more grounded in your pursuit to things, or not pursuit to things, but your pursuit to your like career or a business, for example. Okay, or if you're just overall trying to get your life on track, this is finding practical ways to do so instead of just, having an idea of what to do. This is putting it in practice. Okay, Aries. Now, when it comes to career, let's look at that specifically. What's the energy around career for Aries? We have the Devil card in reverse. We have the King of Wands, career for Aries. And we also have the King of Swords. So let me show you guys. So when it comes to career, so Aries, I see you guys gearing up to release any belief that maybe you're not capable of making a certain amount of money, or that you're limited to a certain career or career path. Okay, also if you just felt like you were restricted in certain ways, like you just didn't have much options. With the Devil card in reverse, you could be opening yourself up over the next couple of days or so to maybe applying yourself to the things that you guys have been wanting to do for a while. Like this King of Wands and the King of Swords energy to me feels like you guys wanting to step up to the plate, you guys wanting to act on plans, ideas that you may have had for a while now. And through being strategic, through you being diligent and realistic also within your plan, you guys could be seeing some sort of breakthrough. Okay, there could be something also going on with a Capricorn or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual, or possibly even a fire sign. So Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo individual that could be popping up within the work environment. But let's look at love specifically. What's the energy around love for Aries? I have the Judgment, the Strength card, and the Sun card. Okay, Aries. So When it comes to love, I do see someone trying to resurface, reappear. This could be someone who is very prideful in certain ways, in terms of maybe not want to take certain accountabilities or really stand in those accountabilities. I'm also seeing too, with this person resurfacing, it could take a lot of energy to deal with this person or to try to fix this relationship, considering what you guys have been through. This could be a Leo individual specifically, because I do have the Strength card and the Sun card. Doesn't have to be that zodiac sign at all. But I do see this resurfacing of someone, and you could be happy that they show up, but it could also take a lot in terms of like basically having to be determined to make this relationship work. Okay. There also could be this epiphany in terms of like a current relationship that you're in. If you're not like separated from your person, you're in a relationship, there could be this epiphany that like certain issues within the relationship are only going to be fixed and corrected if you guys handle it from like a non-ego perspective. And when I say this, this is like you guys both coming together, understanding that you guys are both playing on the same team, and leaving all the ego and the, you know, not wanting to apologize or take accountability energy out of the way. Okay, for a lot of you also, for my singles, when it comes to dating, some of you could be kind of closed off to it just as a whole. With the Strength card energy, you could be feeling like you're too focused on your career and your sense of happiness to be in a relationship. For others of you, you could be realizing that you just need to be a little bit more confident and open to seeing what's out there. For a lot of you, you've been kind of cooped up in your own space, not really interacting with people. Okay, but let me pull an oracle card for you guys. So what is the message for Aries? Remember to respond rather than react. Okay, and I'm also going to pull some oracle cards from this deck. What is the message for Aries? What is the message for Aries? Sorry, I was looking out my window. Do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You also got to take the positive action steps that you're being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. Oh, and this deck actually. Aries, what's the message for them? And we have lightning, which represents disruption. Okay, Aries, so let's get into it. So during this time frame, there could be some emotional moments that pop up. Be aware that in emotional, heightened moments, it's best to not make any decisions or any permanent decisions at that, because emotions change and they shift. And in the heat of the moment, you could make the wrong decision or make the situation just worse as a whole. So during this time frame, if there is a way that you can separate yourself from any high, intense emotional situations that may be, you know, pressing and may, you know, cause you to make certain decisions that just don't make sense in the grand scheme of things, take the time out to reflect before you do anything. Also, when it comes to any endeavors that you're trying to make successful, it's time for you guys to step into the work aspect. It's one thing to have a plan. It's one thing to have an idea of what you want to do, but that's just the first step. You have to put things in action, and you have to be grounded in your actions at that. Okay, it's one thing to, I mean, it's not one thing. I will say it like this. When it comes to manifestation, a part of manifestation is, you know, praying and putting it out into the universe, but the work part goes into it as well. And then with disruption showing up, If there has been any shakeups or anything that's been going on that has just gotten your attention and is giving you like certain epiphanies, this was on purpose. Okay, Spirit is just trying to get you to realize that there's certain things that need your attention, whether that's below the surface emotionally with you guys, or within your financial situation, or within just a certain area in your life. Okay, this could be within a relationship. But this is what I see, Aries. I hope that this was helpful and did give you some insight, and I will talk to you later.